They say solitude has a steep price tag. If so, the serene retreat I inherited in the Appalachian foothills must be a gold mine. Mirror Lake shimmered behind my lodge like a forgotten diamond in the woods, pristine and off-limits to vacationers, speedboats, or noisy crowds. That's how Grandpa envisioned it, and that's how I'd defend it. I'd fled the brutal grind of corporate law 5 years earlier, scorched out faster than a wildfire. That world sucked the life from you through endless negotiations and backstabbing deals. Grandpa's death arrived like a twisted lifeline. He left me his vast tract, the weathered pine cabin, and most vitally, a deed ancient as the hills themselves. The lake was fully enclosed on our plot, documents bulletproof. Exclusive entry, no shared paths, zero public claims. Not even a shadow of easement. Precisely my style. Life was straightforward now. Dawn patrols with steaming mug in hand, checking cams, maybe reeling in a base. I maintained it meticulously, no debris, trimmed trails, and aggressive private property. Violators prosecuted, plaques, bold enough to shame the illiterate. Trouble knocked on a foggy Tuesday morn, sun barely piercing the firs. Uninvited guests always spell drama. At the door, a smirk so fabricated it could be patented. The lady, pushing 60 with salon-perfect locks pricier than my rusty Jeep, blasted me with floral scent overload. Her sidekick gripped a notepad, eyes screaming career regret. Mr. Harlan, she strode onto my veranda like it was hers. Brenda Voss, chair of Oakwood Meadows HOA. She proclaimed it like royalty. Blank stare from me. What's that? Our new enclave. She beamed, half a mile yonder. Upscale lakeside vibes. Kid-friendly, fortified gates, thriving scene. Tough break, I muttered. No lake your way. Her grin twitched microscopically. Hence my visit, she cooed. Your holdings align flawlessly with our SMAP-wise and ethos-wise. Integrate into our HOA fold. I stifled a snort. You're pitching me on your HOA? Beyond mere neighborhood, she plowed ahead, dodging my disdain. Premium perks, collective repairs, snow clearing, synced gardens, vigilant security. We safeguard abodes and wilds alike. I eyed her steadily, nodding to the thicket. Ma'am, nature's wardens here are the wolves and stray cougars. She tittered as if amused. No punchline intended. Moreover, this turf's HOA free forever. Deeds mounted indoors want a peek? Her beam strained. We'll revisit. But candidly, Mr. Harlan, our folks I lake privileges, and officials might deem it a communal asset ripe for opening. HOA status eases that mutually advantageous. I closed the gap, gaze piercing. This lake's no asset, it's my fortress wall. Crave one. Excavate yours. Her flunky fidgeted. Brenda's facade held, eyes slitting. Expect our outreach, she spun away, claiming my space in retreat. By dusk, I rigged a fresh sensor cam on the entry trail and hammered sterner warnings. Intruders may face firearms and forfeit rights. Court vets know. Epic clashes ignite not with violence, but veneered politeness and forms. Forms struck next. Fortnight later, a lavish packet crammed my box, no postmark, no origin, my moniker in a vicious script. Instinct flared. I dissected tons professionally. Contents: Declaration of Territorial Merger and Compliance Rezone. Bureaucratic nonsense asserting my estate opted into Oakwood's HOA via consolidation drive. It rambled on Mirror Lake's collective imperative. Endorsed by a district planner, stamped by a notary whose name haunted me. Mismatched typesetting. Dug my archives. Notary deceased 3 years. I'd sent flowers to his service. Slick move, Brenda. Scanned and vetted against public ledgers. Not on shifts, no obligatory forums. Bald-faced counterfeit, slipped like spam. From pushy to prosecutable. Raced to Civic Hall, thrusting it at clerk Zoe mid-sandwich. Legit. She scowled. Phony as hell. Precisely. Records affirmed my solo domaino encroachments. Overseer, harried with bifocals, poked the endorsement, outright scam. No board sanction. Document that. Absolutely reporting. You know it. Sheriff's Depot followed. Submitted sham, verifications, eulogy clip. Officer Klein, buzzed hair and iron demeanor, filed for deception and counterfeiting state crimes. Former attorney? You're prepped like pros. Adaptive trait, I quipped. Homeward under ominous skies, Lake echoing tempests. Intuition screamed. Docks were mere feint. Incursion imminent. Amped surveillance. Tacked thermal lenses to peer routes. Sourced luminous stakes. Renewed markers. Unearthed my legacy dossier. Grandpa's primaries. Charts. Geo-stamps all authentic. All damning. Dare them. Vehicles evaded earshot initially. Weekend sunrise. Garage fixes. Shadow flitted on pier feed. Screen check. Collared intruder with binder. Then swarmkin. Inflatables. Emerged. Scanning path. Score of Lux wagons jamming my drive. Picnickers unloading. Tots ignoring barriers like props. Lakeside. Set up with banner. Oakwood Meadows Lakeside Elite debut. Tunes pumped from portables. Spa water carts trundled. Brenda glided in like a gala host, gesturing grandly. Behold the splendor. Stormed forth, rage simmering, arriving as she peddled glossy lakeshore fantasies. Brenda, I snapped frostily. She whirled, poise cracking. Mr. Harlan, delighted you joined. My domain all trespassing. Pish, she dismissed to the mob. Avoid fuss, modest affair. Underused anyway. Youngsters waited, pups sprayed by my pillar, guide pontificated shores like sails. Defied postings, statutes, active inquiry, I snarled. Brenda parried, presumed tentative sharing accord. Your forged presumption. Whispers surged. Dialed authorities, invaders staging promo. Evidence primed. Brenda, erroreary inflating. Amplified, she's indicted for fakery, linger, and collude. Chaos erupted binder bearer bolted. Guardians herded offspring. Sound ceased, flag shredded. Cop rolled up, novice yet resolute, surveying wreckage with disdain. Brenda schmoozed. Kinfolk, friendly showcase. He, showcases shun private grounds, probe notwithstanding. Supply drive, he documented, slapped violations duo fined for intrusion, vehicle hauled for obstruction. Brenda warned formally. As Exodus peaked, she griped, hindering all. Nah, I pierced her glare. First to reject you outright. Speechless. Houseward, files archived, I inhaled by disturbed waves. Far from finished. Soon, slip under threshold. Brenda's saccharine bid for constructive talks, with panel, sincere pact. Litigator, alarm blared snare. Phoned pal Derek Voss, no relation. Ex-firm shark now academia rogue. Easement guru with devious flair. Reviewed arsenal. Titles, clips, phonies. Forged at Concord letter, benign fluff, yet ironclad disavowal. No HOA stake in lake. Easements mythical, visionary only. Rendezvous at their demo pad. Minimalist, plastic flora. Brenda plus cronies, extolling harmony. Tendered casual outline. She glanced, endorsed sections hastily. Evening, cataloged, Brenda's undoing. Yet smears surfaced digitally, my polluting runoff, weapon caches, starving youth of nature. Tracked to HOA hubs. Retaliated via factsaboutmirrorlake.com. Aerials, proofs, exposes, her autograph surrender, bogus valuations from deceptions. Shared to boards, bureaucrats, dwellers. Explosion forums ablaze with HOA exposés, clips decrying Brenda the fraudster. Resident pinged, overpaid for vowed entry livid. Testify? If it topples her, absolutely. Tribunal stank of bleach and brew. Initial session, Brenda immaculate, counsel oily. His plea, mix-up, unity, harmless. Derek eviscerated, ghost-stamped sham, breach footage, her avowal. Judge, sign nullifying claims? Affirmative. Confession, not casual. Officials validated no merger. Dweller swore, duped by Brenda's lake lure. To full adjudication, embargo on their assertions. Messages poured from aggrieved. Brenda vanished briefly, but night cams snagged hooded duo wrenching my beacon contractor rig linked to Oakwood. Play trace. Sabotage mode, erosion tactics. Pathetic. Whistle leak. Comms, tapes Brenda. Titles irrelevant. Chant till accepted. Ledgers, 60K plus, upkeep, dues funneled to props. Groomers, spin docs mastering narrative shifts. Up to felony, embezzlement, plots. Hire snitched, execs bailed blaming her, flack admitted mind games. Press pounced, banners screaming. HOA tyrant grilled for lake heist and fakes. Decisive arena, weighted vibe. Accusers unloaded, Counterfeits, siphoning, misleading, vandalism. Audios boomed her arrogance, scorning laws as suggestions. Informant Nina, Brenda intimidated, concealed. Convicted across board, falsification, swindle, illicit entry, cabal. 900K payback, HOA dismantled, assets seized, Brenda shackled. I observed impassively. Fortnight hence, fresh plaque where her streamer flew. Sealed lake. Intruders charged HOA dreams? Perish them. Local icon, merch flew. Waters common new. Brenda contest from cells, peddling collective dreams to echoes. Yet the saga ignited firestorms. Sacred ownership versus greater good grabs. Is seclusion selfish, or entitlement the true crime? Whose waters, whose rights? The divide rages on.